the Slipmouth Woman, or the Kuchiaki Saki Oni, I guess? I can't pronounce it, I'm sorry.
Do you want me to
Is a
try to?
Japanese mythology in a modern version of a woman mutilated by a jealous husband.
If you don't get that stupid ass head out of here.
Okay, originated with a young woman that lived hundreds of years ago, sometime in the Heian period, which was about 794 to 1185. She was the wife of a samurai. She was beautiful but very vain and constantly cheating on her husband. The samurai, extremely jealous, attacked her and slit her mouth from ear to ear, screaming, "We'll think you're beautiful now." The urban legend says that foggy evenings, a woman is walking around with a surgical mask roaming around a village when she encounters someone, primarily children, teenagers, or girls. She will ask shyly, "Am I pretty?" If the person answers yes, she will take off her mask and say, "How about now?" At this point of the victim, she will slay them or cut their mouths to resemble hers. In many versions, her weapon is a pair of scissors. Before she kills the victims that responded with no, she would take them to her old house where her husband cut her. If the victim she is pretty a second time, she follows the victim home and slaves them at the doorway to their residence, due to the fact that kiri, Japanese for pretty, is a near homophone of kair, the primitive form of to cut. In most versions of the myth, she is impossible to escape. She can either appear in front of you no matter which way you turn, or can move at superhuman speeds and catch you. The urban legend went that if the victim answers "you're average," they are saved. The answer that would save you
Urban
was changed
legend.
to "so-so," with the change that this answer causes her to think about what to do, and her victim can escape. While she is in thought, one other way is to ask her if you are pretty. She will get confused and leave. In 2010, by telling her you have a previous engagement to attend to, she will pardon her manners and excuse herself from your presence. I don't know how this one. There's so many versions of it.
Yeah, the version that I've heard is that if you ask, like if she asks you if she's pretty or not, and you respond with yes, she'll slit your mouth just like hers, but keep you alive. And if you answer
Yeah, that's one
no,
of it.
then she kills you right on the spot.
But the thing is, did you hear that another version says that if you say yes, she will follow you and then kill you in your doorway, because it basically is just another form to say to cut.
Huh.
You guys ever heard of the Wendigo?
Yes.
Yes. I
So
love the Wendigo. It's so interesting.
apparently, the Wendigo, North Minnesota's urban legend. This is one of the oldest legendary monsters dating back to the folklore of Native Americans who hunted these 15 tall shape-shifting creatures even until early 20th century. Anyone who resorts to cannibalism and tastes human flesh will become one.
Well, it's almost like basically you're eating too much human flesh, and so you turn into this monster thing, which is a Wendigo.
You know what's one of the most interesting folk tales or urban legends that I hear about, and I've honestly found was one of the most interesting things ever, that people have captured pictures of him, and it's like this Mothman. You've never heard of Mothman? So
No, I
apparently,
have.
in this one town, apparently this bridge had collapsed, and like hundreds of people had died on it. And they took a picture of the bridge the day it collapsed, obviously for news reports. And at the top of the bridge, or one of the bridge like stands, you can see a man standing there. It resembles a lot of a Mothman. And apparently the story behind it is Mothman was created by military. They were working on something, like an experiment in this old bunker, and apparently that it went wrong, and I guess chemicals leaked out, and this guy turned into essentially a Mothman. You can go to this base where apparently he was transformed from, or where he became Mothman. And if you go to this place, apparently if you go to the base and you wander around at a certain time, Mothman will be waiting there, and you can get a glimpse of him. Although they suggest you not to do this because military says it's a biohazard, says it's a toxic area. There's still radiation in the area, which there technically is.
Sounds a lot like Chernobyl.
And the Mothman is very aggressive, apparently. He's very aggressive, territorial, sorry. And if you're in his territory, which is where he was created at, he gets angry and you go missing. Ooh, have you ever heard of evil garden gnomes?
Oh my god, dude, not this.
You've heard of it before, haven't you?
Yes.
What? Okay, so I want to hear what your story of it is. What do you think
I
your
heard
the
of
story
it.
of it is?
I heard of it, but
Well,
not
the,
like
this
a
creepy
story.
gnome thing is like an Einstein episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he based it off of an actual folks tale. He got from, I don't know where he got it from. I don't even know where it originated from. Apparently, it's some people say that the gnomes themselves are evil, and other people think that it's spirits possessing the gnomes that make them evil. But
It's
apparently
definitely
it's
just the gnomes. The gnomes are evil. They're out to get people.
apparently it's a specific set of gnomes, or I don't know if it's a specific set or it could be almost any gnome, but it's these gnomes that if you put them in your garden, if you have other like garden accessories, the first day of putting the gnomes in your yard, the gnomes will demolish all of the extra stuff in your yard except for themselves. Everything that's like an accessory in your garden will be destroyed. They'll be the only thing lasting. Then the second day, they'll start breaking in your house and messing with stuff inside your house. Apparently, if you catch them in the act, or if you can't catch them because apparently they're quicker than your eye can keep up with. But you can hear them. They'll start laughing. Their laugh is the creepiest shit that you could ever imagine. It's just such a maniacal laugh. I can't do that. But they're just really creepy gnomes. And apparently I think if you make it more than 5 nights with them, they'll leave you. They'll leave you alone. They'll move on to the next family. Or person, for that matter.
Can't you just destroy them?
No.
They like
What?
regenerate.
Yeah. You can
Can't you
destroy
just-
them, but they'll come back. And they'll stay for, I believe it was 5 days. I mean, if you survive the 5 days, they'll move on. They say that the best way to survive the 5 days is just let them do what they do. Don't disturb them, don't try to get rid of them, don't even try to kill them. And they'll just move on. If you disturb them, or even try to hurt them in any way, they'll kill you.
Yeah. I remember the fucking episode about this. From like all
I'm one with the fire.
Oh, praise us, O great wise one, show us the way.
I still have always been intrigued by skinwalkers.
Oh.
What is that?
So it's these creatures that can imitate other people and other animals and creatures. So there have been these videos of...
So like, what, so like shapeshifters?
No, not like shapeshifters. So you...
Eric,
Huh? What?
you tell me if you're a skinwalker, right?
No.
He's a skinwalker.
I don't think they can transform into
Oh, so they just imitate their
anything,
voice?
But yes, they can imitate their voices.
Kinda sounds like
So-
Silent Hill.
Oh,
There are
I've...
these videos of like there's this one video that I saw on TikTok of this guy riding his horse and he hears like a girl like cry out for help, but the horse starts acting really weird and starts wanting to go in the opposite direction and starts getting very timid as they go closer to that sound. Like, almost like there's something dangerous, because horses only react if they
Yeah,
feel
apparently
that they're in
animals have like a
danger.
sixth sense.
Yeah, and so it's just interesting.
See, that reminds me. Have you ever heard of dark sirens?
Yes.
So people, so this originates from usually pirates, obviously. They mistaken, apparently they would mistaken sirens with mermaids, which are two completely different things. Mermaids would help shipwrecked people to land. They would help them, to land. Whereas sirens, if they found a shipwreck, they look similar to mermaids. The only way you could detail the difference is when they got close enough to you. Their face was the scariest thing you could see.
Yeah, it gets distorted.
Yeah, they can imitate the sound of anything. Apparently, they can imitate the sounds of anything, and apparently they have beautiful voices just like mermaids. And they do quite the opposite to shipwreck people. Instead of bringing you to land, some will bring you to land, only to eat you, while others will drag you further under the water.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's just like, it's terrifying to think that sirens can imitate the sounds of other people. After hearing the voice once, can imitate them.
And also sirens cause shipwrecks.
Yeah, they'll use their voices to lead people to rocky shores.
Yeah, it's like this call almost.
It's the song they sing. Apparently, it hypnotizes the people into wanting to come closer to them, and they'll be sitting at rocky shores waiting for them. Then, what was it? Apparently, there's other people who say that sirens can apparently like transform as well, and they can also like transform to walk on land. Just like, can you get on my face, dude? Seriously?
He's dancing.
I get my face though. Alright, we guys want to talk about aliens? Just kidding.
Oh my god, don't even get me started.
I could talk for days about aliens.
I could too.
What about you, Juan?
No, I don't know. Not sorta, actually, believe it.
You do?
Okay, what about you? Do you believe in aliens?
Just a bit.
Honestly, I find it very hard to believe that we'd be the only living organisms out in the universe.
I don't believe in aliens per se, but I believe that there are things that we do not know about. Especially in the vast, universe that we haven't ventured yet. And there are things in our own waters that we don't even know about yet.
Well, it's funny that we don't even... Oh my god.
What happened?
What just
I am
This
so
is-
sorry!
This is over here toying with fucking mods again. Every
Oh
2
my
weeks, sorry.
god. What?
Yeah,
How'd
he made
you
a giant
do
hole.
that?
I
This one
can't.
was this mod where you can make a giant square in the land and it
Oh.
takes everything out.
That's so
I
cool.
don't know where you guys are at. Teleport me
Oh,
towards you
yeah,
guys.
Juan, sorry, I forgot you're not an operator, right, huh?
Oh, what the?
Oh.
Did you just fall back in the hole? Look, all our stuff's right here. Because we died right here. I just need my singular torch. I just need my singular torch that you took.
Oh, sorry. Here, I'll drop it.
I just need that. That's all I need.
I just need my head back.
Oh yeah, that too. My zombie mask.